What is you laughing about? Well, hello everyone. It's Bria and Kevin again. So you wanted to talk about this cucumber challenge?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody probably seen this little video now with Trouble, Alexis Sky, and whoever the other girl was.
Oh, it was a porn star, and Lucci or YFN Lucci, whatever
It was
his
a whole
name.
bunch of other people. That I don't
But the
think
thing
he had
is,
nothing
it was
to do with
actually
that.
a pool party that hosted, like, it was a cucumber pool party. It wasn't just a pool party. Like, I actually found that out. It was a cucumber pool party. And then he posted actually a video, not a video, he actually posted like a little note, whatever, saying like, y'all acting like, this is something new. Your mama did this back in the 90s or whatever like that. And like pretty much he was just saying like, y'all bees are wildin', y'all niggas is acting like, pretty much.
So, not the first time I done seen this cucumber challenge stuff. First off, no self-respect amongst women. Y'all, no, in fact, before I even go to that part, where the fuck is y'all getting these cucumbers from? Are y'all bringing them with you, or are they supplied by
Well, I think they
the
were
club
supplied.
or the party?
Well, at this pool party, I think they were supplied. Or you just
Probably
talking about
ain't
in
even
general?
washing them off or nothing, just straight from the stove and sucking on cucumbers.
I mean, they think that's cute. They think that's the trend, but it's not. It's like you said, it's disrespectful.
Let me help you
You all right, buddy? Elmo, stop.
out. No, he like on the recording stuff.
Oh.
Sorry guys, but okay, so we'll get to the point. First off, why are women sucking on cucumbers? Why is you a lame nigga if you out here boosting that up like that's cool? Like, women, let me tell you something. Y'all set the tone. The way that you are dressed is gonna bring attention. The stuff that you do on social media is gonna bring attention. Like, first off, Alexis Scott got a daughter.
Yeah.
You want your daughter to know that her mama out here doing that. Not that her reputation is great already anyway. But hey, anyway, women, y'all set the tone for men. So how you dress,
I mean, it's not
or
just
whatever.
basically about how you dress, but it's just your overall standard. It's the standard that you have for yourself. It's the morals and the values. Like, coming into our relationship, it was very clear about what I wanted and what I don't want and what I'm not settling for. Like, I set the tone. You get what I'm saying? And either he's gonna jump with it or he's not gonna jump with it. So you have to set the tone, and you have to know your worth. And it all boils down to you knowing your worth. If you don't know your worth, you're gonna settle for anything. And I think that's what's wrong with our young women in this generation, is that they're so busy being followers that we don't have any leaders. That they don't know their worth, and they're just doing whatever is popular, whatever is a trend. And I know we talked about earlier, young women are being celebrated for being hoes. Like,
This is the era of like this generation. But I be feeling like I was born in the wrong generation.
I do
Sometimes
too.
it's like
I do too.
we celebrate women being hoes or doing just stuff that's not respectable. Like, how you gonna say, oh, you looking for a man that ain't no good man out here, yada yada, and everything on social media start off with your back or ass to the camera, and
Your
you
back
twerking, back or ass is what I
Oh.
said.
Sorry.
So you twerking, shaking ass, and I mean, everybody want to have fun, but I don't understand. First off, females, why is that y'all go-to thing? Like, every
Kevin, we've
time.
already had this conversation though.
Okay, and that's
It's
fine.
okay for women to dance
I'm
and
not
for them
saying
to
that
twerk.
it's not okay. That's fine. I understand that. That's what this generation likes to do. That's cool. Why is that the first thing that you go to? Like, it ain't no other way to dance to have fun but shaking your ass. Number
But
one.
that's what's only been advertised. I think that's what it also
It ain't
depends
about
on
being
what's being
advertised
advertised.
because you can't be doing that and then in the same breath say y'all stay out my inbox, y'all stop DMing me, they're sending me pics, Like, what you think you gonna get? You putting that out. Whatever you put out is what you gonna get back. If you want to be respected, you have to put out a respectable image.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Like, you know,
I can agree with that.
It's my body. I can do what I want to. I'm grown. I do what I. That's fine and dandy, but you got to think about it, bro. What example are you setting for yourself, for your kids? I be seeing videos of girls twerking and they son like right there, they daughter like right there. Like, what is you teaching your kids, bro?
I think what it is we have to be mindful, especially in our generation. And we're not mindful in our generation. We're not conscious of our actions. And it was something that I saw on a post that was like being self-aware. We think we're self-aware, but we're not self-aware of our actions. Because if you're self-aware of your actions, you would know that what you do has consequences and repercussions. And most importantly, there's a cause and an effect. You know what I'm saying? So if you're doing that type of behavior in front of your child, what do you think your child is going to end up doing? Because you set the tone. You set the example. You get what I'm saying? They just didn't get this, you know, from their head. They saw that, you know, and I'm not sure if people understand, but we live like, babe, I'm trying to say, like, your past truly dictates your future. You know, how you grew up, what you saw growing up, the things that you went through in your childhood truly impact your future. So we have to make sure that we're making the best decisions for ourselves, alongside if we have children, we're making the best decisions for our children. You know, now we ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that we're perfect or that we're this perfect couple or that we're perfect parents, but we are trying our best to be the best parents that we can be for Cairo. But then again, the way that we parent is going to be a little bit different, obviously, because of our background and, you know, what we saw coming up and what we want him to be exposed to versus what we don't want him to be exposed to. Or if we want him to have that open door policy, we want him to feel comfortable to talk to us about those kind of things, then our behavior is going to reflect that. You get what I'm saying? We're going to set that tone in our household where he can speak freely. He can speak openly about things that he feels, you know, that are important to him, you know? And I know for me growing up in my household, we had open door policy. We talked about things that were quote unquote, oh, you don't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? I used to have friends tell me like, I enjoy coming over to your house because your parents talk about things that I don't even talk about with my parents. And the thing is, we have to set the tone as parents. And you know, I'm glad I had that example from my parents. So I know with Cairo and our parenting, we are going to have that open door policy with our son where he is going to be able to speak to us openly and honestly about things that are going on in his mind and how he needs to, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Release it, essentially.
Even if you didn't have the best upbringing, you might have grew up in a single parent household. You know, I did. My dad was around, but you know, different scenarios for different people. But at the same time, it's like you can break the mold of your upbringing or you know, the
those
negative
cycles.
Stereotypes of black
You
people
have
or
to
just
break
your
those
family,
cycles.
just in general, breaking cycles.
Yeah, you really do.
Just because your family went through it or your mama or your daddy went through it or did XYZ, that don't mean you have to do it. Like, probably majority of the dudes grew up in single parent households, then turn around and do the same thing to their kids.
Having multiple kids,
So
and
it's like,
they're not having that foundation. It's like you should know firsthand how that made you feel. Why create that for your children to have and to endure for the rest of their life? Like, I just don't get the idea of having multiple kids with multiple women and then marrying.
Women too, though. Women be having multiple kids from different guys, but at the same time, it go back to
Women set the tone.
Exactly. And not only
If you
that,
don't
like,
do
you need
that,
to-
then you won't have to worry about living with baby mama number 1, 2, 3, and then, or if he decide to get married and he have a whole family with them, but yet he got all these other kids on the side that he doesn't give that family dynamic with. Like, you have to be mindful again of your actions and what you're doing. Like, I don't know, I just think in our society we need to make better choices. We truly have to make better choices. We're just living in the moment. It's okay to live in the moment. It's okay to have a good time, but you're conscious of what you're doing. Like, we talked about it this morning in that cucumber video. Oh, okay, Cairo.
Oh,
That's how you
gonna
feel?
do my phone like that? Nah, bro.
So we talked about it in the video. She actually did slide the panties to the side. Now, in another video, she made a response. She made a response saying, well, she wanted me to do it. She asked me to do it. And, you know, I was drinking. Okay, that's cool. But like we said, you could have made the choice for your own morals and for your own morals and your own values, where you should have stepped in and said, you know what, that's just not something that I want to do. You don't have to take it there. You get what I'm saying? She could have took that step back. And like my daddy always told me, before you step in some shit, take a step back. Think about it. Because when you take a step back, you're starting to think about it. You're thinking about the consequences. You're thinking about the possible outcomes and what can happen. And if she would have took that step back and actually thought, maybe I shouldn't do that. Granted, it's the situation and it's going on and it's right in front of me and I feel the pressure to do it. She could have took that step and said, no, I'm not going to do that. Because now,
right there hyping it up,
yeah, he was right there hyping it up. But if she would have took that step back and not did that, that video would have never been out where she was doing XYZ with that porno. With that, why do I keep saying porno? With that porn star or whatever like that. So it's all about just taking a step back. Like, I understand we're in the moment, but we gotta make better choices, especially as young women. And this is not to bash Alexis Sky. This is definitely not to bash Alexis Sky, because at the end of the day, we're human. We make mistakes. You get what I'm saying?
Cucumber challenge is not a mistake. It's a conscious, whole ass decision. Excuse me, Cairo. That it just don't make sense. And then the dudes who out here hyping it up, y'all niggas is some losers and some lames. Like, obviously y'all niggas ain't getting no play. Because I'm not finna stand there and be hyped up by a girl sucking on a cucumber. Then you try that same girl, she gon', oh, I ain't no hoe, oh, I ain't know this, oh, I ain't know that. You showcasing your whole talent. So I'm gonna come at you like a hoe.
Okay, at the end of the day, people are human and they make mistakes. But again, it's about being conscious of your actions and making the best decisions possible. But I mean, then again, you know, everyone has their opinion. I just don't encourage any other young women out there to do that. It's not cool. It's not respectable. A young man is not going to look at you and be like, oh, I want to marry you.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying?
I was telling you this morning, I remember when we were younger, it was like girls would actually be ashamed to say they give head. Like, they would lie about that and say, oh no, I don't do that. Or even it used to be the other way around, of like guys having a big mouth and saying, oh boy, you know, I slept with such and such. Like, women was like so hush hush about everything. But nowadays it's like women want to be known for, oh, I had sex with Shaq, oh, Marianne, goddamn Chris Brown, like whoever. And like, they proud of this. They proud of it. Like, what is wrong with you? Do you not have a mama, a father, a daughter, a son? Just family members, period. Like, your family members, somebody finna come to your mama and show them on the phone that thousands or millions of people have seen you out here sucking a goddamn cucumber for some likes that's getting you no money. That don't make no sense. If you're not a stripper or aspiring model or a video girl, video vixen, whatever.
Everybody is nowadays.
But if part of your profession or what you're trying to do is not necessarily having to do with you taking your clothes off or being, you know, half naked, semi-naked, whatever the case may be, for a stripper, a dancer, whoever, I would understand seeing the twerk video. That's like advertisement. Oh, I'm shaking like this. Come see me at such and such. Teach his own. But if you a regular ass girl, you got a regular ass job and live a regular life, and everything that you post is your ass shaking ass and twerking and all this, it's like,
it pretty much puts out.
What else do you have to offer?
Yeah, exactly. What else do you have to offer? That's the only thing that you're putting out for people to display. So that's what they're gonna judge you off of. And again, we don't want to be judged. We don't want to be labeled, and we don't want that to be the only thing that people know us by. But again, it goes back to, you know, what you put out there is what people are gonna,
And I ain't
eat
saying
up. But
all
again,
these
you
girls
set the
bad.
tone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, there's another thing that I think we need to do on our social media is cleanse ourselves of things that do not represent us. If this does not represent you, so for me, I like to follow fitness pages, and I like to follow food pages because I enjoy fitness and I enjoy certain foods, and it's more so like I want to know different recipes so that way I can try new things. And for fitness, it's more so motivation alongside, okay, I want to try this workout. So those are the things that I see on my timeline. If you like those things, follow those things. But if you follow things that you don't like, that's like someone who don't like working out following a fitness page and getting mad that they see only skinny people on there and feeling, insecure about their body and things that they have going on in their life. Well, don't follow that.
It's
You
kind
get
of
what I'm
hard
saying?
to turn off those things though, because it's like you can do all the deleting in the world, but it's still somebody that's gonna make a post like that, and it ain't
Well, it's just
women
more
can have
so
fun, girls can have fun.
cleansing your social media from things that do not resonate with you, because that's just like,
What you want to do?
okay, buddy, we're gonna be cutting this short. It's more so just cleansing, your social media from things that do not necessarily represent you. Because I remember in our sermon that we heard at church a while ago, he was just pretty much saying how we're so offended. We live in a generation that is offensive. We get offended by everything. Like, my shirt is gray. Your favorite color is not gray, so you don't like what I'm wearing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we live in a generation that gets offended by everything. So sometimes you have to cleanse your social media from things that are offensive. Like, I know we don't watch the news like that because everything that we see on the news is just truly heartbreaking, and it's negative, it's saddening. Like, it just constantly remind us of the days that we're in and the world that we live in and how it doesn't look promising like at all. So I mean, I don't know, it's definitely a lot that we need to work on as a generation, because at the end of the day, it's not just about young women setting the tone, because I don't even want to put that much pressure on a young woman, because we have enough pressure in general. Young men need to set the tone as well.
Ladies, stop making your every move like attention seeking of men. Have your own goals and aspirations and things that you want to do. Like, don't be trying to look good and do XYZ and go get booty shots and all this crap just to get attention of men who don't care. I mean, great, you look good. Wow, whoop-de-doo. What else do you have to offer? Besides that, what? Dude gonna smash and that's gonna be it. Like, you gotta have something more to offer. Like, ladies, respect yourself, so that will give us something to respect.
Precisely. So, you want to end it there, babe? Because we need to go to the grocery store so we can cook dinner.
Here. Look, buddy.
Say hi.
Say hello. Hello.
Say hi. Hello, Jesus. You say bye-bye? Okay. Well, we hope everyone enjoys their...
Excuse me.
I hope everyone enjoys their Tuesday. And,
Stop.
remember... women and men.
Men too. Respect yourself.
Respect yourself and understand.
Respect the women. I ain't trying to be, hard on the women and nothing like that. But men respect the women, but women,
and
most
you
importantly.
set the tone. You set the tone. Enjoy your day.
Bye-bye.